you landed 50 punches in the fight. You only threw 200 and something punches. We talked about that you don't let your hands go. You didn't in this fight. You landed one punch in the 12th round. I wonder if you really believe in your heart you actually won the fight.
Yeah, hell yeah, I believe I won the fight. Shit, that's just like when you believe that you want cheese on that burger. You know what you looking for.
So Adrien Broner is hinting a comeback to boxing, and Regis Prograis had a lot to say about it. You know, Regis Prograis for a little while now, it seemed like he just been really eager to face Adrien Broner. But he came out and said that pretty much that weak power is the most hands you threw in the last 3 or 4 fights or 2 fights, something like that. He said, I'm paraphrasing, it's on the screen for you. But my thing is this, man. You know, with AB, right? AB, I'm a fan of Adrien Broner, so, you know, I'm not one of these guys that's going to kick you while you're down. You know what I'm saying? Like most people hop off a bandwagon, or they'll kick you while you're down, or they act like they was never a fan of you in the beginning just because everybody else trashed you, just because they don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'll be standing over here by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys. I'm not worried about, you know what I'm saying, what everybody else think. I'm an Adrien Broner fan. And one thing I think Adrien Broner needs to do is take some fucking tune-up fights. Stop bullshitting around, trying to fight all these fucking guys for the paydays. And if you're really serious about boxing, bro, you need to start back from the ground up and build and rebuild. People gonna want to see you fight anyway. Likely you're gonna sell the fight, get you some confidence, get you some momentum going, and then, you know, go into one of these fights with a guy like Prograis or something with some momentum. Don't be just hopping into the ring with these fucking guys like Pacquiao and all these guys with no momentum, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had no momentum going to any of these fights. You know what I'm saying? You still, for whatever reason, Adrien Broner still hasn't figured out how to let his hands go. Whenever he's training, he seems to let his hands go. But when he's in that fight, he just don't let them go. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a stamina problem. I don't know if he just, mentally, I don't know. Maybe he lost his killer instinct. It could be quite a few things. You know what I'm saying? But if a fighter's not letting his hands go no more, that's usually a sign that, you know, that's not good. That's not a good look. That's not a good sign. Because a fighter has to let his hands go. Floyd Mayweather got away with not letting his hands go, but he was a more defensive-minded fighter anyway. But if you're an offensive guy like Adrien Broner tends to be, and you ain't letting your hands go, and then your defense ain't really up to par, and you know what I'm saying? What are you really going to do? So Adrien Broner, he needs a lot of tune-ups, man. If any fighter out there today, any boxer today out there needs a tune-up, you know, all these fighters coming back, taking tune-ups for shorter time and getting a path for it. Adrien Broner deserves 2 tune-ups. So he can, because let's just be honest, people, whether you love that guy or hate the guy, boxing needs personalities. That's right, boxing needs personalities. It's more than just throwing punches and blocking and moving ahead. It's more than that nowadays, man. In order for our sport to really grow, we need to see more. And we need personality. That's why Jorge Masvidal is doing so good. Dude got like 14 losses. He's one of the biggest draws in the UFC now. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the losses over there. They don't care about that, man. They ride with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Adrien Broner, his problem is he just can't, the fans don't ride with AB like that. Win or lose or draw. See, he took a gamble early on by being this flashy, flamboyant, arrogant Floyd Mayweather Jr. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be Floyd Jr. And he didn't have the skills or the discipline to really back it up. Or I wouldn't say, well, yeah, he didn't really have the skill level like a Mayweather, or at least the discipline to back it up. And he taking these risky fights that a lot of people will get commended for taking. Let's just be honest. If a guy moving up 2 weight classes, fighting guys and doing all this and that, they get a pretty decent amount of credit. You know what I'm saying? And Adrien Broner, he really didn't get too much credit for his, his efforts. He didn't have to fight guys like Maidana. He didn't have to fight Sean Porter. He didn't even have to fight Paulie. But he did it anyway, man, because he got the heart of a real fighter. Adrien Broner just needs some tune-ups and some momentum. I just found it funny that Regis Prograis, he's aggressively pursuing Broner. Everybody knows that AB just ain't what he really needs to be right now. So they just look at him as food and trying to just look at him as taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So instead of him going after the Maurice Hooker fight, you know what I'm saying, which is a fight I think he should take since it was already, on the table anyway, he's going after a guy like Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner needs to fucking, whoever his coach is, needs to make him humble himself. Al Heyman and all those guys. You ain't getting no 10 million. You got to show us you can at least win 3 fights. And we going to put these guys in there that we know you could beat. And then you got to look impressive doing so. Then we can get you a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Because AB needs some type of structure, man. I mean, he seemed like he's kind of like he's halfway in, halfway out with boxing. 1 minute, oh man, I love boxing. Oh man, I hate it. Oh, I'm a rapper now. Oh, I hate boxing. Fuck boxing. Oh, I'm a rapper again. He don't know what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? AB needs to just start over from the drawing board. Go beat up some bums. People gonna want to see you fight anyway. They gonna want to see if AB's gonna let his hands go. They want to see what type of antics AB come up with. So people gonna want to tune in to see him either way, whether they love him or hate him. They're gonna tune in to see him. And AB just need to get some momentum going, and then get to some of these bigger fights with guys like Prograis and some of the other guys at 140. But until then, man, if he keep hopping into these fights with these top level guys who got some momentum going, who had a little bit of more consistency, who take care of themselves a little bit better outside the ring, he's going to continue to have trouble. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.